At Haldwell Boarding School, there are 5 factions. They will push you past your limit, and therein lies their collective power. But the story isn't about the factions. It's about her, SELAH Summers, and what she must do in order to ensure her legacy. Seeing as it's her senior year, and she has no one to pass it down to, except for me.
My gut says Paloma.
SELAH, she's too new. She doesn't even know how the world works
If
yet.
she doesn't know, then I'll teach her. Paloma Davis.
Hey, are you busy right now? When you're 17, you've got the whole world telling you what to do. That's a mistake they make. So it's like this.
There is a power amongst certain factions of the student body that has been wielded for far too long.
What do you think makes what we do possible?
Make no mistake, severe actions, well, they beget severe consequences.
Do they ever talk about the girl who came before you?
She didn't work out.
First, I want to know what your school life experience was like. Like your high school experience. Did you go to boarding school? Because obviously that's a big part of this film.
Totally. I did go to boarding school. I went to boarding school from 10th to 12th grade. Really? 10th to 11th, yeah, 10th to 12th grade in New Jersey. And I really liked it. I mean, in retrospect, I really liked it. And I think maybe part of that is because now I make money off of my high school trauma. So I think when you start to do that, maybe you like high school more. But who knows, maybe. But it was a boarding and day school, and it was really small, like 100-something kids in each class. So everybody sort of knew everyone's business.
How do you think school politics, whether you're a part of it or not, but how do you think that really shapes who we are after high school?
Well, I feel like in high school is when people start to really fall into their social factions, whether we are doing it actively or not. Like kids who do drama are always together and they're always doing drama, stuff like that. And it sort of starts to define you because you're learning about all these things that you're interested in that you might then carry over into college, and that sort of defines your life. Like it could just, what you fall into in high school in a weird way can lead you down a completely different path in life. I mean, it's not weird, it's just life. But for that reason, I think cliques are a very natural expression of self. Like we all, humans just fall into cliques. We fall into factions.
Now, there's a certain kind of feel to this movie that is different. And I love that it feels dramatic, but it also feels mysterious. And there's comedy, and there's just a nice mixture of everything.
Yeah.
What were some films that inspired you, or who were some directors that inspired you?
Definitely Wes Anderson is a big one for me. I really love his just unbending dedication to style and just like crafting a look over maybe sometimes plot or things like that. But I really like that about him, and I always have. And then also this movie called Brick by Rian Johnson is a big influence for me. Obviously, if you've seen the movie, that was a huge one. Really, just any director, writer-director in particular, who loves world building. Like I would also say like Yorgos Lanthimos, like The Lobster, Killing of a Sacred Deer, those films. Even those are like clearly a part of our world, but obviously different from our world in a way that it's like, I'm watching this, I know that it's reality, but it feels like some slightly absurd version of reality. And I think that's what I'm trying to do in everything I make, is make a slightly absurd version of our reality. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
I love that. That's just, and honestly, I mean, we all use movies to escape reality, but especially right now, to have such an in-depth world there that you feel like you can just fall into it. It's just, I can't even
live somewhere else for a second. I feel like that's the sort of movie that I like.
What do you hope people take out of this film after they've watched it?
For me, I find that the most important thing or at least the thing that makes me feel like I've succeeded when I hear it from people who've seen it so far, is when people, especially adults, are coming to the realization that they are both Selah and Paloma, and like they have both hurt somebody in this way, not in this exact way, but like hurt somebody, a friend, a loved one, whatever, and they have been hurt by others. I want people to understand and accept that we have so much potential to do damage to others and also to be damaged. It doesn't like diminish our damage, but I think that it's healthy to accept that about ourselves. It's just human. Like we're both of these things. We can't, it's not like you're a Selah. It's not like you're a Paloma. It's not like either of those things are bad. It's both, it's everything.
We're complex human beings.
We are complex. We contain multitudes.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, this was fun. I love your pink blazer with the blue background. By the way, you're killing it. It looks great.
Thank you.
You thought about it. I like that.
I did. I really did. I was like, okay, well, I need to bring it, okay? I may not be a spade, but I can try.
Oh, you're making it work. You're making it work. Right. This is TAYARISHA POE, and SELAH and the SPADES will be out on Amazon Prime April 17th.
You got me breaking
Wasn't anyone's fault but her own.
Is that what she told you? rules for you.
You've got to grab onto that control wherever you can and hold tight for dear life. Because they always try and take it from you, don't they?